Welcome, neighbor. This is Season 1, Episode 15 from Mr.Rogers' Neighborhood, Making an Opera. Windstorm in Bubbleland, number 1475, 1980. Don't forget to watch this episode before reflecting with me through the questions that I ask at the end. Feel free to write your answers in the comments below. My thoughts, insights, and reflections. In this episode, we continue with our opera in Bubbleland. Hildegard Hummingbird warns us of a quickly approaching windstorm, but no one takes her seriously because nothing bad ever happens in Bubbleland. The wind is a villain who sells cans of air disguised as sweaters to keep bubbles safe. When actually the air blows away the bubbles, and when each person sprays their personal can of spray sweater, it contributes to the large windstorm, making it a bigger problem. Hildegard Hummingbird reminds me in this episode that no voice is too small to make a point or to give a warning. This includes our inner voice or consciousness. When a friend tells you something with care, you should listen carefully. When that small voice inside you whispers something with care, you should listen carefully. Speaking the truth in the face of potential negative consequences is the highest form of strength. We see Hildegard Hummingbird do this when warning Bubbleland of the windstorm and when Lady Aberlin questions the spray cans of air, exposing the harm they are doing to bubbles. Each small act we do individually contributes to the solutions or problems we face on this planet. Small individual acts make a big impact, but you have to have a certain level of awareness and willingness to see it. In the opera, the residents of Bubbleland said they did not care to hear the truth about the windstorm or the harm caused by the spray sweater cans of air. They preferred to deny the truth because nothing bad ever happened in Bubbleland. They wanted to go on pretending and believing that if they couldn't see it, or if they willfully chose not to see it, bad things would never come to pass. In the end, each person contributed to the windstorm every time they sprayed their can of sweater spray, and they all suffered the consequences. Sometimes we believe that we are doing something helpful that turns out to be harmful. Bubbleland residents were lied to, believing that sweater spray would protect the bubbles when instead it caused a windstorm. We can do our best to be strong and speak up about things causing harm, just like Lady Aberlin did in this episode. It takes even more strength to admit your own mistakes. Sometimes our neighbors must see the consequences of their own actions before they will understand and can become ready to change. It must have been frustrating for Hildegard Hummingbird and Lady Aberlin when their neighbors chose not to see the truth or couldn't see the truth because they were lied to about the sweater spray cans. What we must remember when we are frustrated with our neighbors is this: people matter. Their lives matter, no matter how small their role, how little their contributions seem to be, or how much they frustrate you. Humans are more important than things, than money and property. My neighbors are my first priority, not only in their worldly needs, but also in how they feel. People are more important than bubbles, just as friends are more important than things. You can make more bubbles, but you can't make more of you. That is to say that material objects are replaceable, but there is only one of you that we all love, and there will only ever be one of you. You are not replaceable. Your life is important, valuable, and you are worth fighting for. No matter what we do or how much we prepare, we can never prevent all bad things from happening. Nothing is perfect or permanent in this world. The best we can do is choose a mindset that empowers us to meet windstorms with strength and kindness. If we all work together, we can overcome our challenges, just like in the opera, we see the cast working together to stop the windstorm. Thinking things are perfect in your community and that nothing could ever go wrong is the very reason why things will in fact go awry. Denial is not a prevention, it's an enabler. Denial gives permission for bad things to happen. If we stop checking in on each other, denying that there could be an issue, all small problems grow into very big problems. When we stop listening to the needs of others carefully, we cease to become caring neighbors. We quite literally stop caring. There can be no community without care. Community literally means with unity. If we are not aware of the needs of our individual members, how could we be unified in our efforts to solve our collective problems, fulfill our community's needs, and to be unified in our expression of care? Communities, neighborhoods are made of special, valuable individuals who care for one another and who are worthy of care. When bubbles go, you can't see them anymore with your eyes. When an opera is over, you can't hear it anymore with your ears, but you can remember it. You can remember what bubbles look like, what operas sound like, and what friends feel like, and you'll always have them with you in your memory. Mr.Rogers. When it comes to our neighbors, what we see with our eyes matters the least. What matters the most is how we neighbors make each other feel. Everything else is insignificant or replaceable, just like bubbles. My questions for you. What small acts do you do that help or harm your neighbors? When was the last time you listened carefully to another person? Can you think of a friend who now lives only in your memory and thank them for helping to make you who you are today? And most importantly, won't you be my neighbor?